What's up guys, TC here and welcome back to Starbound Custom Creations, and today we are back with 3 more custom weapons, and today's theme is Frog themed. I know a lot of you guys were requesting this one, and I gotta say this one was really tough. The frogs there's very little about them. They seem pretty primitive and there's not a whole lot to work with that really kind of fits them. So I've only got 2 weapons to the frogs, and I've got one random one, but I'm really excited about that random one because it's really cool. So stick around for the end for that one. But with that being said, let's jump into these frog weapons. So they're pretty cool. The frogs, if you don't know, they're those weird, they're literally shaped just like frogs. They live in the swamp planets. There's basically no real lore on them. They seem to be kind of merchants in most cases. So yeah, it was kind of a struggle to make weapons for them. Most of them, it's odd. I was kind of going for an in-between between the Florins and Hylodal, so like kind of waterish grass. So you'll see all their weapons are kind of grass-based with water. So you'll see this one here has dripping water particles on it, but it's also got like a lily pad. This one here is again also has dripping water. They seem to have like water-based plants on them. So you see I have a lily pad here. Got a little I forgot what these are called. Those little I'm not sure if this is exactly it, but they grow in ponds or whatever. They're pretty cool. But let's jump in. The first one here is the tadpole. So this one here behaves a lot like a basically a spear sword type item, except it's really cool because it shoots little baby tadpoles and they come back to you. Tadpoles go out and they come back to you. So it's really fun. It's just a unique little weapon, and it's kind of cute that the little baby tadpoles. Let's give us something to kill here. Adult pop top. I feel like the adult pop top is like the gold standard for things to kill, you know. So you can tell it's fairly strong damage-wise, but little tadpoles do a lot of damage, and they kind of basically cut through them and they come back out to the side. So see there, and they will return to you no matter where you are. They're just like a boomerang or whatever. And the tadpole weapon, well, all the frog weapons do inflict poison with their primary hits. And as you can see, it's just like a grass blade, and yeah, it just shoots out the little tadpoles here. Yeah, real fun. So, moving on from that, this one is something, it's called the simod, and what I wanted to make was a gunblade, and that's kind of what this one is. So you'll see it's actually a blade just like the other one, but this one's much more gun-like. So it has like a scope on it and everything like that. When you pull it up, it shoots like an assault rifle style weapon. It's not the secondary is not super strong, but it's pretty deadly anyways. So as you can see, it can pretty quickly do a lot of damage to a monster. It doesn't have it has moderate accuracy, but it's got such a good little rate of fire on it. It's just fun to do. Something I was interested in making was a cool little gun blade. It's got all the little pieces for a gun. It's got the little shoulder mounted bit right there where the arm is, and it's got the scope. It pops up. So yeah, pretty fun. Now the last one here, actually, you know what, let's just hold on for just a second. I know a lot of people were probably expecting to see some kind of frog tongue weapon, and I held off on that because we already did an episode that has the Bubblegum whip, and in all reality the Bubblegum whip literally is a frog tongue weapon. So if you wanted to download this one, it's in one of my prior episodes, and you can just rename it whatever you wanted. But I just didn't want to pretend it was some new weapon when you guys have seen it if you've been following the series. So, with that being said, let's jump into this last one, because this last one is really cool, and it's unrelated to the frogs entirely. So as you can see, it's got little bubbles coming off it. It's got this really cool blue color, and this is the Tethys Shoal, and this one is really cool. It is a staff, but it is ocean themed. So this thing, it basically allows you to create a swarm of fish as its primary, and its secondary generates a jellyfish for you. So real quick, let's do the primary. You'll see it starts generating fish for you. And the fish will follow your cursor, and it'll generate a really big swarm here, and it becomes really deadly. And as you can see, you got this little swarm that kind of follows you around, and you can kind of get rid of them whenever you want. They're super fun. They generate at like I don't know, it's like every 0.5 or 0.8 or something like that, but they pretty much just generate wherever your cursor is, and they act just like a huge school of fish, and they are really cool. It's extremely powerful, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about making like some kind of like legendary themed weapons or something that were like just overpowered, but yeah, it's real fun. Now its secondary is also pretty cool. Generates a little jellyfish for you to swim around, and the jellyfish is not designed so much for a combat, it's more designed for exploration. So you'll see the jellyfish lasts for a while, and he causes targets to glow. He also poisons them, so you'll see he glows, and the jellyfish himself gives off light. So actually let's go over here and demonstrate the fish on this guy so you guys can see just how deadly this thing is. Wait, sorry. When you're standing in a hole, sometimes if your character's feet are covered, sometimes it like blocks off the aimer and doesn't work. And that's just something you'll find in general. But now we've got a nice little sized swarm here. So let's lead him into Punchy. And as you can see, it can be really damaging. You can pretty much just guide them around into it like that. And yeah, it's a really powerful little move. It does cause the frost slowness. Now the secondary on this one, I think I already showed you guys the jellyfish. This is more designed for exploration. So real quick, we'll just hop down in this cave here. And you'll see really quick that he gives off his own little light. There we go, gives his own little light off. And whenever he encounters stuff, he stuns them and causes them to glow. So let's generate, there's a Mama Pop Top. And so as you can see, it does poison and makes them glow, but that kind of allows you to stand back and start generating a swarm, which you can then use to screw his day up. And as you can see, it's very strong. And the little fish do kind of glow blue as well, so they can be used, but they don't last near as long. I didn't want it to be too incredibly overpowered. But yeah, it's a really cool one. I didn't have a theme to go with it. Like I didn't want to make like a high-loader weapon because I don't think this really matches their style. It was just a really cool weapon I came up with, and I really wanted to show it off. So anyways, that's going to be wrapping up today's episode. I want you guys to remember that there is a custom weapons contest coming up. I think it is May 26th is the due date. It is Nova Kid themed. It is on Reddit, and I think in one of my last videos I did a little hype video for it. I'll probably link to it in the description here if you're interested in entering in that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.